What's up, everybody? Today I'm gonna make a video about box fill calculations. Even though in the marine environment, as a marine electrician, for the most part, you won't have to do too much any box fill calculations, because a lot of time the engineering department will handle a lot of that for you. Basically, because it's a method, it's a process, and especially if you're working at a shipyard that's in manufacturing. But I thought it was just something that'd be good to know. And it's something that I just encourage you to look at, just in case decide you're gonna do some commercial work or something like that. But box fill calculations. The first thing we're gonna get into is I'm looking at the current Article 314 and the 2020 NEC, National Electric Code. And your box fill calculations are gonna be in Chapter 3, wiring methods and materials. And it's going to be on Article 314, which is your outlet device, pull, and junction boxes, conduit bodies, fittings, and handle hole enclosures. And I want to encourage y'all, to take some time to look at the NEC if you feel like it's applicable to whatever the type of work that you're doing, and or at least just for learning, for FYI. But Article 314, outlet device, pull, and junction boxes, you can look at you can get free access to the just about any version of the NFPA 70, which is your National Electric Code, on nfpa.org. And you get the free version, which is the digital version. You can't copy it or anything like that, but you can just scroll through it and look at it if you just need it for reference. They also have like apps where you can download the app and stuff like that. But it's just some good stuff to know. And I was looking at box fill calculations. Let's say we're studying for a journeyman license exam, and we have a question that has like, what's the maximum number of 12 gauge conductors that you can fit inside a FS single gang 1 3/4. All right, we got right here FS single gang 1 3/4. You can go to Article 314. Scroll over until you see the table, and it's going to be table 314.16A, and it's going to be table 314.16B. And 314.16A is going to be your table with your metal boxes, and 314.16B is going to be a volume allowance required per conductor. So that's your individual conductors. So if you got like a 12 gauge 2 conductor, it's going to be the size, or the maximum allowed size for the free conductor that you have to leave for that free conductor, or the space that you have to account for each individual conductor. And for number 12, it's going to be, if you look at table 314.16B, it's going to be, and I put it down here too, table 314.16A and 314.16B. And since you know that you're dealing with a number 12 wire, so the size of the conductor right here to the left of the chart, and then you scroll over, so you have 2.25 inches of free space that you have to leave for each individual conductor. 2.25 cubic inches for number 12. So 2.25 cubic inches for a number 12 cable, a number 12 conductor. And this question is what's the maximum number of 12 gauge conductors you can fit inside a FS single gang 1 3/4 box with a duplex receptacle. So let's get to the box fill calculations. So we know, if we look at the chart, you can also look at the chart on 314.16A. And once you go over to FS single cover gang box 1 3/4, you scroll over to number 12 wire. So you could actually fit 6 number 12 conductors in there. But hold on, wait a minute. I can fit 6 in there. Don't just jump to it just like that. So you can put 6 in there, but that's without the equipment. So you have to have something to account for the equipment that you're putting in there too. So according to, let's go back a couple pages. Let's see, 314.16B4. So let's go down to 314.16B4 and let's see what they say about device or equipment field. So you have to have a certain amount of space that you have to leave for that equipment. Also, it says 314.16B4. It says device or equipment field for each yoke or strap containing one or more devices or equipment. A double volume allowance in accordance with table 314.16B shall be made for a device or equipment supported by their yoke or strap. A device or utilization equipment wider than a single 50 millimeter or 2-inch device box as described in table 314.68 shall have a double volume allowance provided for each required gang mounted. But we don't have to think about all of that. We're just gonna think about the first part. So for each yoke or strap containing one or more devices or equipment, a double volume allowance in accordance with 314.16B shall be made for each yoke or strap based on the largest conductor connected to a device or equipment supported by that yoke or strap. So for that receptacle, it's gonna be a number 12 gauge wire hooked up to that receptacle in that box. So you go by the largest conductor and you take twice the amount of the volume that's allowed for that largest conductor, and that's the amount that you use to calculate your the amount of space that you need to leave for your equipment. So if my largest conductor is 2.25 cubic inches, and I multiply that by 2 because we're going by the largest conductor, and it's number 12. So number 12 is allowed 2.25 cubic inches, and 2.25 cubic inches multiplied by 2 is 4.5 cubic inches. So that's just for your equipment. So for your receptacle, you have to account for 4.5 cubic inches alone. So since you know you have to have 4.5 cubic inches just for your receptacle, let's go over to the maximum or the minimum space that you have to leave in the box itself, or you have in the box itself. Go back over to the chart, and we're gonna go over to FS single gang cover. So we have 13.5 cubic inches total. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 13.5 cubic inches, because that's the total space. 13.5 minus 4.5. So I have 13.5 inches total, cubic inches total, and I have to account for 4.5 cubic inches just for my receptacle. And after I subtract 13.5 minus 4.5, I'm gonna get 9. So I have 9 cubic inches left in there just for my conductors. So 2.25, so I'm gonna take 9 and divide it by 2.25. So 9 divided by 2.25, that should be 4. Yeah, it's 4. So 9 divided by 2.25 is 4. Let me just double check. I'm gonna cheat. Let me take out my calculator. I didn't mean to make this super long video, but sometimes the simple math is it get me sometimes. But I just want to make sure before I tell you. Let's see. Bring up my calculator out. 4, yeah. So 9 divided by 2.25 is gonna be 4. So you have enough space for 4 number 12 conductors inside the box with the receptacle, and that'll bring your total space to 13.5. So you barely made it like that. So it probably, and that's the minimum right there. So you might want to go up, you know, just to leave some space, especially if you have like an equipment grounding conductor, because you have to count the equipment grounding conductor also. And to my understanding, from what I read, the you don't count the wire nuts for like splices and taps and stuff like that. But I just wanted to make this short video to show you how you do your box fill calculations and stuff like that. And like I say, that's the minimum right there. You want to leave yourself, you know, a little bit of space. You don't want to ride on the edge. And I think it was pretty good follow-up video. Probably would have been best to do the video before I did the switch, hooked up the switch. But I just wanted to make a short video about your box fill calculations. And I appreciate y'all taking the time to watch this video. If you like this content, like, share, and subscribe.